Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Miami Hurricane offense will take the field to get things started. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs.
They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 30. It's 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Carter. Here comes the heat. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Those always sting a little bit when you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive. Just really annoying as a defensive guy.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Hurricanes are marching down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. Gets away from one. He's got space. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Canes line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock him up close to their goal line. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with a clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback effectively. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Here's the pressure. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33. Looking to throw, it's Carter. Makes the grab. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Second down.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his big tight end. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on second and long. From the gun. Give on the inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Bringing it back at the 20. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Trying to bowl his way in. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Hart. Fires to the tight end. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Wants to throw again. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it on the move. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. He is dealing on this drive, completed all 5 throws, and now they have first and goal.
And who needs balance when you got a guy like this? You trust him, getting the ball back in the pocket. The ball's coming out. spreading it around the field. Nice decision-making. This drive has been certain.
And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a man. It's Carter. Makes the grab on the left. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. It'll be 3rd and long. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Hurricanes headed quickly to the line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
Bring in the heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Hart. Right on the money. At the 45 on his way. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's in there for a touchdown.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm, but this passing game can continue to heat up. Look out in the 2nd half.
He'll bring it out. It's Owen. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. The Hurricanes will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. Gets it all the way out to the 42. What a nice job on that return. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Dropping back, it's Hart. Zings it complete to the right. Spins away. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Unloads quickly. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got it! So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Wants to throw again. Got a hand on it near the goal line.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And it's in there for a touchdown.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the Miami offense.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's second and long. Looking for a man. It's Carter. Right on target this time. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Canes in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Works the middle of the field. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Hurricanes are on the move.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. Got enough for the first down. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires into the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And that is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Gets it out quickly. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll give it to the back. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the ground, he's got it again. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up second and 3.
45-yard line. Brings up second down.
Wants to adjust the pattern. To throw, it's Hart. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On fourth down, going to the air. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold offense.
That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on fourth down. Instead, they back up. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Fires to the tight end. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. New set of downs after the completion. They send the tight end in motion. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Offense gets set for second down. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him one to the 23. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. To the air, it's Carter. It's complete to the left. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Oh, they're after him. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Fired in from the red zone for the score. The extra point here would tie the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Pressure coming. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the grab. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Back to pass, it's Hart. Working that left side now. Turns it on in midfield. Big play, takes him into bus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. The offense will put in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Just keeps slinging it. Finds his big tight end.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
He's got it, 1st down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. They've got it down to the 32, 1st and 10 coming. To the air on 1st down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Touchdown!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Now it's up to the defense to put this game on ice with a few minutes left to play. Wants to throw. It's Carter. Unloads to the wideout. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Upshaw. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Thinking about using a timeout right here after that run play. And listen, I get you're trying to keep the defense off guard, but you're losing this game. You've got to throw the football. Now is the time. You've got to be aggressive, trailing in this 2-minute situation.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete in the middle. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Canes getting set on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. Beck's going for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Canes!
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Dropping back, it's Hart. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
Offside defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Snap in the shotgun. He's got it on the run. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This for the lead and very likely the win. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. They have grabbed the lead in the waning seconds of the game, and they are so close to victory. late clutch field goal, and now to see if they can get a stop and keep them from tying the game in the closing seconds. Fielded in the end zone, it's Owen. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool.